Good morning, kindergarten. I hope that everyone is doing all right. This is Miss Castillo, and today we're gonna do the concept development. As I mentioned before, hi, welcome to class. I am glad that everyone is here and that you are all watching this video. So the materials that we're gonna need for today are toys with different attributes and two plastic trays. And if we were in the classroom, we'll be physically have these objects in the classroom. But since we are here virtually, we're also gonna have them, but we're going to only have pictures of them. And you'll see in a moment how we're going to be using them. So if any of you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand and I can stop and we can clarify any questions or any or if you want to make an opinion, we can stop and talk about it. Okay, are you all ready to begin? So the class objective for today. The class objective is the student will be able to classify items in two predetermined categories. And as y'all know the rules since the beginning of the year, our class rules are we listen and do, we sit, stand, and walk properly, we take turns and share, we respect the personal space of others, and we raise our hand before we speak. Is everything clear? Perfect. It's time to move to the next slide. So our lesson for today, we're going to be classifying items. Yay! So this is our first activity, and I want you to take a look at the toys that I have. I want you to think about each one of these. Are you familiar with these objects? Do you all feel does any of you possess any similar of toy like this that I have here? So basically, these are toys that we would have in the classroom, but since we're doing this virtually, I have pictures of them. So now I'm going to sort these objects based on if they're big or if they're small. Okay, so since I'm not really able to move the toys to the trays, I will put the big toys on the top tray, and I'm going to be putting the small on the bottom. Small. And as you see, take a look at the colors that I'm using because I'm going to circle the objects based on the color of the tray. Okay, so I'm going to circle this this little this toy, right? And now I am also going to circle this green bird. So I want you to point at the tray that has the big toy. Yes, it's the top one, right? It has the big green bird. Now I want you to point at the tray that has the small car. Yes, so we're going to be sorting the um the rest of the toys based on if they're small or if they're big. So on the top one, I'm going to put the big toys, and on the bottom, I'm going to put the small toys. Okay. So I already put this one on the big tray. Which other toy can I put on the top one? Yes, the other bear, right? It is big. So I'm going to also put it on the top one. Um, what other one? This one, right? What makes you think that it belongs on the big tray? Yes, because it's almost as big as the bear, right? And it's bigger than the other toys that we have in here. So perfect. Um, this one, it's big. Now, if I already circle one red ball, I am also going to circle the other green ball, right? You see that both of them are big, right? And I am also circling this green card. It's also big, right? So now, do you see any other big toy that belongs on the top tray? Raise your hand if you see one. No? So we have put a circle on all of the big toys. Great. So now I am going to do the same thing, but for the small. Where do the small toys go? They go on the bottom tray, right? On with the small toys. So I already have this car. What else can I do? Yes, the Lego. How do you know it belongs on the small tray? Mm-hmm. Yes, it belongs on the small tray because um it's as big as the car and it's smaller than the big birds, right? Or the big balls that we have in here. So yes, now I have other Legos right here, a little car, a green Lego, red Lego, another Lego. Wow, we have a lot of Legos in here. And this. So we have sorted all of these toys. We put them in the big tray or the small tray, right? Does anyone want to mention one big toy? Yes, the bird, right? What about small toy? The Lego, right? So do we see the difference? One big bird and the little Lego, right? And we can find how they are different, right? And see other objects that are similar to them. So now um, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to classify this same toys, but in a different. I'm going to be placing them differently. Okay. So I'm going to be placing them in also two different trays. And I want you to take 1 minute and think about how am I sorting the subjects. Okay, so I'll begin. I'll be sorting them as I said, and you're going to so now that I have placed you in groups of two virtually, I want you to type in the group chat with your partner and uh, give them ideas or just turn on your microphone and tell to your partner how am I sorting these toys, or maybe you don't have an idea but your partner does, so we can all help each other, right? So perfect. This is our next slide, and this we have the same toys, right? We love these toys, and let's take a look. So I'm going to be sorting like this. I'm going to circle this big green bird, this big ball, do, do, do. So these are the toys that I will put in one tray on the top tray. So right here I'm gonna put a line that the red toys are gonna be here. The toys that I put a red circle around them. Okay, now it's the turn for the other toys. I'll put this one, this one, this one. The Legos. I'm gonna put all the Legos in here. And this little friend that I have here. And last but not least, this beautiful car. And this will be on the bottom. Now that I finish, take 5 to 10 seconds and think about how I place them. What do you think makes them similar and what makes them different? Okay, great. So, as you can see, the ones that I put a black circle around them, they're hard toys, right? The Legos are hard. So, yes, perfect. Great. Um, the ones on the bottom are hard. I'm sorry. And the ones on the top are what? They're soft, right? The birds are soft. And those balls, since they're plastic, they're soft as well. They're not hard. And the little birds, they're also soft. So this is another way we can classify these items. You see the difference between them? Some of them are hard and some of them are soft. Perfect. We have come so far. So now it is your turn. I want you to take a look at these toys. We have been familiar with these toys. We have already done 2 activities with them. And I want you to figure out ways to sort them. Okay? So in your little group, you may share your ideas. Just and if if anyone wants to share an idea, you can raise your hand and we'll discuss it with the class. Okay? So does anyone want to share? Well, I will give you 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and take a look at the toys that we have. Okay? And how would you sort them? What things can you find that are similar and what things um make them alike, right? So I'll give you 5 to 10 seconds to think about this. Okay, now that we have taken the time to think about this, um, I've heard so many good things, and I know you probably want to see this as well. And yes, so we can have. Did you notice that these toys are most of them are green and the others are red? Right, so I'm going to put all the red toys on the top tray, and all of the green toys on the bottom tray. Green, perfect. So I'm going to start with the green toys. So I have this big bird that I'm going to highlight. I have this big green ball. I have this small Lego, and I know I have more, so I'm going to circle them as well. And I can see this cute green bear, this car, and a small car. Do you see any other toy that is green? No, I think we have circle all of them, right? So all of these toys will be on the bottom tray, right? Are you able to point at the tray that has all the green toys? It's the one on the bottom, right? Now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to sort the other one. So I'm going to circle this red toys. So I have the big red soccer ball, the bird, this Lego, this little red friend, red teddy bear, and another Lego. So do we see another toy that belongs on this? Yes, I'm missing this Lego, right? It is also red and it belongs on the top shelf, on the top tray, right? So can we point at the tray that has all the red toys? Yes, it's the top one, right? Perfect. So now I think we have mastered this. We have been familiar with these toys and we have found different things on how to categorize them, right? So since we're not in the classroom, because if we were in the classroom, we'll be sorting ourselves based on the shoes that we have. But now I have a picture in the next slide that we're going to uh, take a look, and I want you to take a look at them. And so I'm going to put the shoes with laces on one side and the shoes without laces on the other side. Okay. So into the next slide, you see, take a look at these shoes, and let's observe them and see. So I mentioned that the one with laces, I'm gonna put laces here on top. Laces. Oops. Laces. And on the bottom, what am I going to put? Yes, no laces, right? So I'm gonna put them in yellow. No laces. I love shoes. I know all of you do too. So so we're gonna do this together. Are you ready? So does this one, the first one, does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? No, it doesn't, right? So it will be on the bottom group. It will be on the no laces group. Okay. The second one, this red beautiful Converse. It said, does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? Yes, it does, right? So I'm going to put it on this group and circle it with red. Perfect. So I have this shoe, this black shoe. I like it very much. But does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? It doesn't, right? So I'm going to put a yellow circle around it. Perfect. We're in the middle of this. We're almost done. Now the next one. So this bands, does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? Yes, it does, right? So I'm going to circle it red. Perfect. Next one. All right. So does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? It doesn't, right? So I'm going to circle it yellow. And last but not least, this beautiful Nike pink and black shoe. So does it have laces, or it doesn't have laces? Yes, it does, right? So I'm going to circle it red. Okay, I think we're finished with all the shoes. So can you point at the group that has laces? The top one, right? The ones on top, all of them have laces. The red Converse, the black and white bands, and the Nike black, white, and pink. They all have laces. And now, so which is the other group? The no laces, right? And they're on the bottom group. They're all yellow, correct? So very good. We're almost done. So I want you to take a deep breath, and we're going to our last slide. Are we all ready? I'm going to show some students. So if we were in the classroom, we will be starting ourselves, but since we're not in the classroom, we're going to do this virtually. I'm going to show you a few images, and we're going to discuss how am I going to sort them, okay? So these are the kids that I have in here. Um, so I'm going to circle the ones that are in one group. Okay, I'm going to put her and him together. Oops, I went too far. So I said these two students together, and these two students together. All right. So how did I sort them? Did you notice any similarities? Yes. Were you able to see that this girl and this boy, they are both wearing blue shirt, right? And this boy and this girl, they're wearing white shirts. That's why they're in one group and the other group are on the blue shorts team, right? Now, have you noticed other ways that we can sort these students? Take a look at this. I will give you 5 seconds for you to think about this, and we'll discuss this. Okay? Okay. So yes, we can also sort the students by this is a girl, this is a girl. They can be a team. They are going to be one, and the boy. And these are boys, right? This is another way to sort the students. And also, yes, I was able to notice something else, and it's that, and I hope that y'all notice this too. What do you notice that these two students, they both have a tie, and these students do not have tie, right? Perfect. So we did a lot of work today. Please give yourself a pat on the back for all the hard work. And I hope that y'all were able to understand this concept. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And we are ready now to move to the next activity. Thank you for listening.